Hello, everyone, and I'm Ron Episcopo, and welcome to Get a Buzz with Art. Today, I'm really excited to have with us Marsha Hatcher, a local artist from Jacksonville. Hello, Marsha.
Hi.
Well, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about your background, how you got involved with art?
I guess just like any other artist, most of my art started when I was a child,
Okay.
very young. It's the only thing I ever recall doing constantly, all day, all the time, was drawing. I started early, very early, even before I got started in school. I would crawl underneath the dining room table or the coffee table and kind of lay on my back and draw because my mom got tired of me drawing on the walls, so I had to disguise it. And that's where it started, and it never ended.
I'm always curious, did your parents encourage you or discourage you from pursuing your art?
Actually, encouraged.
Okay.
And they saw the talent there, and they just, every birthday, every Christmas, I would get art supplies,
Mm-hmm.
crayons, pencil, paper. Most of my childhood years, that was my gift, and that was happy. I was happy to get that.
Now, have you been formally trained or?
Yes, actually, I don't know if you recall them. I could be dating myself. It used to be in the magazines. It would a deer called Blinky or something. You would draw
Oh,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and and then you could get a scholarship. And so I did that, and actually I got a scholarship at a very young age, and that was prior to going to college. I went to Albany State University where I got my degree in art there.
Okay.
So I was pretty good before I got to higher learning. So I was ready.
Okay. And then after college, did you open a
After
gallery or?
no, after college, you kind of get married and do the life thing. So that's what happened. I got married and I married a Navy guy. So I hit the ground running. We just kind of traveled all over, and then motherhood came in, and I had to put that on hold. But the art was still there. It kind of got pushed to the side a little bit until the kids got a little older.
Okay. So you've brought one of your pieces with you. I believe it's acrylic, yes?
Yes, it's acrylic.
And tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this.
Actually, it's called Angel Eyes, and because my husband military, and I've been fortunate enough that we did a lot of traveling,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, this is a little girl. I had the opportunity to go to Africa about 5 years ago, and I saw this little girl standing out in the field. Of course, I've added a few things to her, and a lot of my inspiration comes from children.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my work has have children and people. I just observe people. If I
Mm-hmm.
see a face that I really want to document in a painting, that's what I do. And I use to give it that texture. I don't know if you can see the texture,
Yeah.
but that's cheesecloth.
Oh, so you laid the cheesecloth over it and paint or pull it
No,
off?
no. Actually, I just sewed the board, and then I kind of laid the cheesecloth over it, and the cheesecloth kind of sticks to the gesso while it's still wet. Then I paint over it. I want to add texture,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one way of adding texture without actually buying some kind of medium
Mm-hmm.
to give it a texture.
Very nice, very nice. And I know you're an award-winning artist. I think you just won something from Unity Plaza show. I
Oh
think
yes.
judges recognition.
Yeah, I've won. Jacksonville's been pretty good when it comes to recognition and awards. It's come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I'm not originally from Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here probably about 25 years now. But when I first got here, there was no room for me here
Mm-hmm.
as an artist. But it's improving, and I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, I am too. So people want to get in contact with you. What's the best way to do that?
Well, I could list off a name of a lot of websites, but the best way to get me is just Google me and
Okay.
follow the sites. That's all. Just Google Marsha Hatcher artist, and it'll take you all over the place.
And I would suggest viewers take a look at her work. It's really amazing art. One last quick question. Any artists, living or dead, that you'd like to have dinner with?
Okay, that's kind of hard to narrow down. But if I had to, I kind of really like Charles White. He's inspiration. To have dinner with, I would pick his brain. He does a lot of social realism work. Just like where does he get his inspiration, which is obvious in some cases because a lot of his work deals with African American life and their struggles, their independence, and I also like I like his style. He uses a lot of black and white. I like the contrast in the black and white of his images. I like the sepia, just the whole thing. I like his technique. He's got great drawing skills. I think we would probably do a lot more talking than eating, but he would be the one.
Well, thank you, Marsha.
Thank you.
Everyone enjoy art. Go out and have a real buzz with art. And I'm Ron Episcopo, your host, looking to the next time we meet.